Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week, June 26th of Year 1 of the FSBL. This will be the last June broadcast. This one features the Philadelphia Phillies visiting the San Diego Padres. The Padres 31-48, mired in the cellar of the NL West. The Phillies come in the midst of the tightly packed National League East. Padres being in the cellar, not a shock to anyone. They were pretty much considered to have the worst draw of any team when the FSBL started. They'll send out Woody Williams today, 2-6, 6.05 earned run average. His control has been great, but he doesn't strike anybody out, and he has been eminently hittable. The Phillies will try to keep that trend going. Leading off for them, the designated hitter Richie Ashburn. Ashburn batting .271, no homers, 10 runs batted in so far on the season for the Phils. Coming to you from Jack Murphy Stadium. Williams delivers and we're underway. Curveball swung on and missed for strike one. You see again the Padres 31-48. There was no real thought that the Padres would be able to contend with the Giants or the Dodgers anyway. But the Padres have been arguably the worst team in baseball. Williams is ahead of Ashburn, 0-2. Just underway here from San Diego. Williams deals. Ashburn, ground ball down to third. Fielded cleanly, throw to first, and there's one away. Check out the Phillies lineup here. It's Ashburn, Boa, and Hamilton, Howard, McGee, and Dalton, Samuel, Maddox, and Rollins. Larry Boa getting a start at third today. I'm not sure. Kind of see what the injury situation is there that forced Boa into playing third. Boa batting .267, no home runs, 13 runs batted in. Boa hadn't been seeing much action. Jimmy Rollins has been the starter all season. Cutter misses inside, so the count's at 1-2. Williams deals. Cutter misses inside. 2-2 count. Williams delivers. Way outside, but Boa chases it. Williams fans him for the second out. So that'll bring up sliding Billy Hamilton. Hamilton has been outstanding for the Phillies. .386 batting average. He's been fighting it out with Zach Wheat for tops in baseball for the last couple of weeks. Lays down a bunt here. That one goes just foul. And count will be 0-1. Williams delivers. That pitch misses for ball one. 1-1 count to Hamilton. Fly ball, center field, looping in, coming on, putting it away. Trent Grisham, and the side is retired. So the Phillies go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom half. Phillies nothing, Padres coming up. So on the mound for the Phillies, Ben Sanders. Sanders 7-3, 3.58 earned run average. Impeccable control. Doesn't strike out many, puts the ball in play. Same can be said for Woody Williams, just the balls that have been put in play against Sanders have done significantly less damage to this point in the season. So leading off for the Padres, Bip Roberts. Roberts batting .222.
The second baseman, number 10.
This Padres lineup has been weak to say the least. That's a shot foul down the left field line. Here's the pitch from Sanders. Fastball misses up high. And you see the Phillies 42-36 in second place in the NL East. Roberts squares a bunt. Charging. Boa, that ball's foul though. And I don't want to exit the game to find out what the third base situation is with the Phillies, but that Boa is there indicates some sort of an injury. So a base hit there, slashed the other way by Roberts. That's what they need from him, and he hasn't done enough of so far this season. Here's Mark Loretta. Loretta batting .264. No home runs, 31 ribbies. Not a bad RBI total considering. Pitch from Sanders. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Throw not in time. Stolen base for Roberts. That's number 15 for him on the season. Roberts a spark plug when you can get him on. Just when you're hitting .222, can't really use that much. Pitch from Sanders. Fouled off. That one shot the other way. Going back on it. Tracked down. Nice play. Roberts will tag up. He'll go to third. Lineup. Oh, it's stupid. Low uniform glitch. Whatever. Roberts, Loretto, Klesko, Colbert, Clark, and Venable. Kennedy, Grisham, and Templeton round out the lineup for the Padres. Padres actually 9th in the National League in runs scored. I actually thought they were a bit lower than that. So here's Ryan Klesko. Klesko has been absolutely outstanding so far. .355, 16 homers, 43 RBIs. Klesko barely has enough plate appearances. He's been in a platoon situation. He has not played much against lefties. But he has pummeled right-handed pitching. I believe he is like 4 plate appearances clear in the batting race. So by the time this year is done, Ryan Klesko probably won't have enough plate appearances to qualify. It's also hard to believe that Ryan Klesko will keep that average up for the duration of the season. But he has been great here over the first 3 months. Fastball at the knees, called strike, 2-1. Klesko, Nate Colbert, Jack Clark pretty much relied on for the entirety of the Padres offense. This one hit well to left. It will stay in the park, though. Maddox with the catch. Here comes the throw. Roberts will score. Good effort there from Maddox. There was no way he was going to throw Roberts out. And the Padres have a 1-0 lead here in the first. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have to check Larry Bowa's file there. So he shouldn't even be rated to be able to play third base at all. So they must have him that in there as a secondary position for him, which it really shouldn't be. Not a big deal. Larry Bowa was terrific with the glove. Not like Bowa couldn't have played third, but he never did. So we don't like having guys doing that in this league. So here's Nate Colbert. Colbert batting .273. Changeup misses away. Count goes to 2-0. Fastball misses down low. You see Jack Clark on deck. Clark has battled injuries. He missed about 6 weeks of this season, which kind of left Colbert with an assist from Klesko, but pretty much an island unto himself. Colbert draws the walk here, though. So 2 down, Colbert on first. Here's Clark. Clark batting .321. Jack the Ripper, when he is rolling, a fearsome hitter. You see, .889 OPS. So when he's been in the lineup, he's produced. spark. Ground ball to third. Throw over to first. He is retired, and so is the side. But the Padres score first. Sacrifice fly, bringing home Bip Roberts. We head to the top of the second. Here from Jack Murphy Stadium, Padres lead the Phillies 1-0. So in steps Ryan Howard. Howard batting .283. 13 home runs, 45 runs batted in for the big first baseman. We'll face Woody Williams. Williams 1-2-3 first. Curveball misses down low, 1-0. Howard fouls back the cutter. He feels like he missed that pitch. That caught way more plate than what Woody Williams was looking for. 1-1 delivery. Cutter freezes Howard. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch. Yanked foul. Count stays 1-2. As always, you can see the out-of-town scoreboard and the leader scrolling across the bottom. I'll talk through them after the third. Cutter ties Howard up, swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's one down. Nice pitch there from Williams. Howard, awkward hack there. So here's Sherry McGee. McGee batting .312. First pitch swing, fly ball out to center. Grisham underneath it. The palm trees in the background puts it away for out number 2. So Williams has retired the first 5. Here's Darren Dalton. Dutch batting .224, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. Picked it up a bit in June, but man, his May was atrocious. 175. Williams sets and deals. Popped up. Terry Kennedy sheds the mask, puts it away, and the side is retired. So 6 up, 6 down so far against Woody Williams, who's desperately needed that. We head to the bottom of the second. Padres lead the Phillies 1-0. Here's Will Venable, batting .292, 6 home runs, 30 runs batted in for him. Ben Sanders deals. First pitch misses up high. That is incorrect. That graphic says Will Venable's 6 home runs are first on the team. They are most certainly not. Nate Colbert leads the team in home runs. Ryan Klesko is second. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Sanders delivers. That one yanked foul. Count goes to 1-2. Sanders looks in. Here's the pitch. Line shot to left. That's going to be a base hit. So a leadoff single here for Venable to start off the bottom of the second for San Diego. Sanders breaking ball away, and Venable just goes with it, takes what he gives him, and starts things off with the single. Here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy batting .271. Throw over to first. Venable gets back. As always, breaking out the older unis for the teams. I always do that in the live broadcast, just because it's fun. Fastball in there at the knees. And you see Kennedy, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. But you can see virtually every OPS on this Padres roster is in the 600s. Curveball. Misses down low. That one in there for a called strike. So 2-1 the count. Here as Sanders works to Kennedy. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, runner was going. Howard flips it to Sanders. Only plays to first. They get the out. Venable holds up at second. So 1 down. That'll bring up Trent Grisham. Grisham batting .247. Grisham, .284 on the road, only .211 at home to this point. A little bit surprising, 9 home runs for Grisham, so he's shown a little bit more power than anticipated. First pitch swinging, fouls this one off to the left side. 0-1 the count. Fastball in there for a called strike, so Sanders ahead of Grisham 0-2. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Snap throw down to second. Not really sure why Dalton would do that. There was no chance of getting Venable there. He had not strayed that far. Pitch from Sanders. Ground ball up the middle. Rollins is there. Throw to first for the second out. Venable moves over to third. So Venable inching around the bases. Padres do have to pick up a hit to get him home, though. 2 down. Venable's on third. Here's Gary Templeton. Templeton batting .225, 2 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Sanders delivers. Bloop down the left field line, but foul. Here's the pitch from Sanders. Line the other way. Count goes to 0-2. Here's the pitch from Templeton. Just inside. 1-2 count. Bip Roberts waits on deck for San Diego. Hold a 1-0 lead. Here in the bottom of the second. Ben Sanders doing a little manicuring on the mound. Sets. And here's the pitch. Templeton, ground ball to short. Rollins is there. Throw to first. Howard holds on to the low throw. And the side is retired. So San Diego threatens, but they do not score. We'll head to the top of the third. Padres still lead the Phillies 1-0. So here's Juan Samuel. Samuel batting .239. 15 steals. Cutter from Williams misses outside. Those 15 steals have Samuel tied for 9th in the National League. Fastball misses inside. Gary Maddox waits on deck. Cutter misses down low, and Samuel is on with the leadoff walk. So the Phillies have their first base runner of the game. Here's Gary Maddox. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Samuel has it easily. Stolen base for Juan Samuel. Hard to gun him down unless you get a perfect pitch. So Samuel's on second. There was a called strike. Counts 0-1. Here to Maddox. Slider misses inside. 1-1 the count. And Maddox batting .246. Curveball misses away. 2-1 pitch coming from Williams. Samuel on second. Ground ball to short. Templeton has it. Throw to first. And there's one man down. With the ball hit in front of him, Samuel had a hold. Templeton broke out of a 1-for-27 slump with his hit yesterday. So here's Jimmy Rollins. Rollins .281. I wouldn't surprise Rollins batting in the 9 hole. He's trying to double up the speed with him in 9 and Ashburn in the leadoff spot. Pitch from Williams. Breaking ball misses away. So 2-0 count. Throw over to second. Samuel gets back well ahead of it, though. Templeton trying to run the daylight play. Samuel doesn't get caught. Cutter there, misses low and away. So Williams behind 3-0. You see Richie Ashburn swinging in the on-deck circle. Pitch from Williams. Just on the inside corner, 3-1. Rollins did not like that call. He thought he had a free base. Pitch from Williams. And Rollins, well, he'll take that instead of the walk. Jimmy Rollins all over the 3-1 pitch. Well into the seats out and right. That is Jimmy Rollins' 4th home run of the year, and he did not get cheated. So the Phillies take a 2-1 lead on the Rollins home run. Got his pitch, and he did not miss. Well into the seats out and right. So the Phillies take a 2-1 lead here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Order rolls over. Here's Richie Ashburn. High strike call there. 0-1. Ashburn grounded out his first time up. Williams deals. Ashburn squares. One goes foul, though. Count goes to 0-2. Pitch from Williams. Misses up high, 1-2 the count. Breaking ball slashed the other way. It's going to hang up, though, and be caught by Klesko out there in left for the second out. So 2 down. Here comes Larry Boa. Boa struck out his first time up. Williams delivers. Cutter misses inside. Another offering. That one doesn't miss, though. Fastball on the corner, evens the count at 1-1. Williams working from the stretch, even with nobody on base. Shot down the first base line. That's a fair ball past the diving Colbert. Boa around first. Venable digs it out, but Larry Boa will be in at second with a 2-out double. 14th double of the year for Boa. Pulled right down inside the bag. So here's Billy Hamilton. Hamilton 0 for 1. Line shot to right. Venable gets a good read on it. puts it away, and the side is retired. But not before the Phillies pick up 2 on Jimmy Rollins' 4th home run of the season. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies 2, Padres 1. So here's Bip Roberts to lead off the 3rd. Roberts singled and scored his first time up. Singled, stole second, moved to 3rd on a sacrifice fly, and then scored on another sacrifice fly. Squares there, it's foul, 0-1. Ground ball here to second, fielded by Samuel, throw to first, and there's one man down. No better feeling as a pitcher than heading to the dugout, trailing a game, and coming back onto the mound with the lead. Here's Mark Loretta. Loretta lined out his first time up. Changeup at the knees for a strike. Breaking ball from Sanders, and Loretta badly fooled there. So Sanders ahead of Loretta 0-2. Here's the pitch. Yanked foul down the left side. One hopper into the seats. Sanders deals another one line to right. Scatters the players down in the bullpen there. One problem with this created stadiums, it is a little bit limiting. You can do so many great things with it, but there's a lot of bullpens being put on the field. I don't remember if Jack Murphy's bullpen actually was on the field. I don't think it was, though. I think they had a bullpen behind the wall. But I might be misremembering that. But a lot of created parks have that set up with bullpens on the field. So Loretta gets gassed there with the high fastball from Sanders. 2 down. Here's Ryan Klesko. Klesko hit a sacrifice fly in the first. Again, Klesko has absolutely pummeled right-handed pitching this year. Not playing much against lefties, so he's missing out on some plate appearances. Still have a hard time believing that Ryan Klesko is going to keep this batting average up, but he went 3 for 3 yesterday with another homer. Yanks this one down to first. Howard fields it a little bit awkwardly, but flips it to Sanders, who covers, and the side is retired. So we are a third of the way through here in San Diego. We head to the top of the 4th. Howard, McGee, and Dalton coming up for the Phillies, who lead it 2-1. So Howard 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out his first time up back in the 2nd. Curveball misses down low. Williams retired the first 6 to face him, then got done in by the 2-run shot from Rollins in the 3rd, so he'll try to regroup a bit here. It's been a tough slog for Woody Williams so far this year. Howard fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Williams deals. Curveball down in the dirt. 2-1 the count. This pitch. Howard turns it but pulls it foul down the right field line. And the count will be 2-2. Williams deals. Howard pulls this one just foul. Outside the first base bag. He'll get another crack as Clark had fielded that one. So he would have been retired at first easily had that been a fair ball. Cutter down low. Howard chases, swings and misses. So Ryan Howard is fanned for the second time in the game for the first out here in the top of the fourth. Here's Sherry McGee. McGee 0 for 1. Cutter up high. Pitch from Williams. McGee. Fly ball down the right field line. Nobody's going to get there. That one lands on the grass. Out of play. 1-1. Pitch from Williams. Fouled back. So Williams now ahead of McGee 1-2. McGee has been a solid performer so far for the Phillies this season. That curveball misses way out of the zone. McGee just watches that one. That evens the count at 2 apiece. Fastball. Oh, Williams wanted that one. They call it outside, though. And the count goes to 3-2. Terry Kennedy giving a few words to the umpire there behind the plate. Pitch from Williams. Shot by McGee into the gap, and now Williams is really going to be mad about not getting that pitch. Sherry McGee rounds first. He'll go into second with a stand-up, one-out double. And Woody Williams very frustrated, and Terry Kennedy still talking to the home plate umpire. That 2-2 pitch, he thought he had him frozen. And now instead, he's got a runner on second base with 1 out. Here's Darren Daulton. Daulton 0 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Daulton popped up his first time up. Here's the pitch. Shot down the left field line, but foul. Just missing an RBI hit. So Williams ahead of Daulton 0-2. Change up. Daulton way out in front. Swings and misses. Strike 3. So now there's 2 outs. McGee, though, still on second. Much to the dismay of Woody Williams. Out-of-town scoreboard. Yankees defeat the Astros 2-1. Joe Ferguson homered for the Astros in the loss. Lou Gehrig, his 22nd home run for the Yankees. Rays beat the Pirates 3-2. Fernando Rodney gets the win there. Felipe Vasquez takes his second loss. Fred Clark, his 7th home run for the Pirates. Longoria hits his 15th for the Rays. Orioles defeat the White Sox 10-1. Nels Potter gets the win to improve to 8-5. Wilbur Wood takes the loss to fall to 6-7. Potter a complete game 2-hitter there. Twins defeat the Rockies 4-0. This one hit well down the left field line, but foul. Brad Radke wins his 7th. He goes the distance, a complete gamer, scattering 7 hits for the Twins. A's beat the Royals 8-6. Jack Quinn with the win there. Brett Saberhagen takes the loss. Raleigh Fingers saving his 22nd. Rick Monday drove in 3 for the A's. Dodgers beat the Braves 5-1. Off-speed pitch there. Samuel swings and misses. So Woody Williams gets out of the jam. Doesn't say much to the home plate umpire. He kind of stares him down at the end of the inning as he walks back to the dugout. But he does survive the questionable call as he faced Sherry McGee. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Padres will come up here. So we get back to the out-of-town scoreboard a little bit. Cubs and Cardinals tied at 4 in the 7th. Blue Jays lead the Brewers 1-0. They've just taken the lead there in the 10th inning. Doyle Alexander, 8 shutout innings. And we'll get back to that as Nate Colbert crushes this one, and we've got a tie ball game. First pitch of the 4th, Nate Colbert yanks it over the stands out in center. Home run number 22 on the season for Colbert, who has done everything the Padres could have possibly asked to him, despite not having a ton of support in the lineup around him. Right down the middle, and then right over the fence. Colbert unloads deep into the stands. So Colbert's 22nd home run makes this a 2-2 ball game. That'll bring up Jack Clark. Clark 0 for 1. Fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Sanders delivers. Change up down low. Swung on and missed 0-2 the count. Sanders deals. That one fouled off. So the count stays 0-2 to Jack Clark. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Clark goes down for the first out of the inning. Here comes Will Venable. Venable 1 for 1. He's singled back in the second. You know, this NL West, certainly the Giants and Dodgers feasting on 3 of the worst teams in the league in the D-backs, Rockies, and Padres. But that's also not to take away from the powerhouse rosters that both the Dodgers and Giants have. The Giants, arguably the best team in baseball. Them and the A's kind of fighting that out at the moment. Fly ball, shallow center, coming on. Billy Hamilton puts it away. So 2 down. Here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy 0 for 1. Rounded out to second, his first time up. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Padres have tied this game at 2-2. Nate Colbert, 22nd home run of the season to start the inning. These moves from around the league. The Pirates have sent Don Hoke down to AAA. Oh and 2 count to Kennedy. Ground ball down to third. Throw over to first. And the side is retired. I wonder if this is, because this is MLB The Show 22, I still wonder if 23 still has this stupid uniform glitch. For the home team data, Colbert homers, they show him in the Phillies uniform in the between innings placard. One of the dumber things I've seen in a video game. I don't know how that gets past testing, but I gripe about that pretty much every broadcast, so don't mind me. Here's Gary Maddox to lead off the top of the 5th for the Phillies. Maddox ground ball down to first. Clark has it. He'll take it himself, and there's one away. So here's J-Roll. J-Roll 1 for 1, a 2-run homer. Back in the third. His 4th of the season. This one, up in the air again. Doesn't quite have the same distance, though. Roberts puts it away on the infield for the second out.
The batter, number 1.
So here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn 0 for 2. Williams, check swing. They say he held up. In that Dodgers win over the Braves, Pete Reiser a pair of home runs in that. Got cut off during recapping that game before. Cubs and Cardinals battle for the division lead in the NL Central, tied at 4 in the 7th. 2-0 count here as Williams works to Ashburn. Ashburn lines it, but right at Templeton, and the side is retired. So we're midway through here in San Diego. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies and Padres tied at 2. Mets defeat the Marlins 4-2. The Mets have gotten hot, so they try to get themselves back into the race. David Cone picks up the win there for the Mets. Diamondbacks lead the Tigers 3-1 in the 7th. Tony Batista has hit his 7th home run of the season there. Expos and Rangers tied at 1-1 in the 7th. That's going to be an infield base hit. So the Padres have the leadoff man on. Here comes Gary Templeton. Templeton 0 for 1. Fastball misses up high, 1-0. Sanders looks in. Fastball called strike, 1-1. Venable over there, dwarfed by the massive Ryan Howard. Breaking ball. In there for a called strike, 1-2. We got a good matchup here. Here you see that NL East standings. Phillies a half game back of the surprising Expos. The Braves in 3rd, the Mets in 4th. Those 4 teams separated by 2 games at this point. That one misses down low, 2-2 the count. Cardinals up 2.5 on the Cubs in the NL Central. Reds also 2.5 back. Pirates 3.5 back. Brewers bringing up the rear as Templeton will go grab a seat after striking out. Went flailing for that one. He's done too much of that this season. Giants have a 9.5 game lead over the Dodgers. D-backs 16.5, Rockies 18, Padres 23.5 games back. Padres will already be looking toward next year. When I get these standings, so again, this is June 26th of year 1 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. This is the last game broadcast for June, so then we will sim up to July 1st, and then I will post the updated standings, leaders, and individual team statistics as well up on the website in the next day or two. And when I do that, I will also post each team's rookie draft, which will be the players who will be coming in for each team next season. Again, it'll be 4 players from each team's master 100 player pool who weren't taken in the random generator for the first 40. And then also 1 Negro League player. So 5 new players will join each franchise in the FSBL for next season. I did a video recapping that draft here a little more than a week ago if you want to check that out. Tapper off the mound. Sanders can't come up with it. It's going to be an infield hit. Everybody's safe. I'm not sure that Sanders gets Roberts, even if he fields that ball cleanly. But Sanders charged it, put the glove down, and came up empty-handed. So 1 out, 1st and 2nd for Mark Loretta. Ben Sanders now going to try to work through a little bit of trouble. Loretta has struck out and lined out his first 2 at-bats. This one yanked foul. Counts 1-1. Loretta batting .319 with runners in scoring position so far. Change up on the inside corner, 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he rings him up at the knees on the inside corner. Good pitch there from Sanders. Loretta doesn't agree, but he'll go grab a seat. So 2 men down. Here comes the dangerous Ryan Klesko. The Expos have blown that game against the Rangers up. Rusty Staub, a pair of home runs and 5 RBIs. That game was 1-1. It is now 7-1 Expos. Shot by Klesko down the left field line and foul. Count 0-2. You see the leaderboards. Ken Griffey Jr. leading the American League in home runs with 27. Jim Thome has 25. Mike Trout with 23. The surging Lou Gehrig with 22. And Ted Williams with 20. Round out your top 5 in the AL. RBI leaders as this one's fouled off. Lou Gehrig now leads the AL in RBIs with 65. Griffey has 64. McGuire also has 64. Jim Thome with 59, Manny Machado of the Orioles with 57. Again, Lou Gehrig was abysmal for the first 6 weeks. But he has gone on a tear, which has coincided with the Yankees clawing back at the Red Sox in that AL East. Shot down to first. Howard snares the liner, though, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 6th here in San Diego. It'll be Boa, Hamilton, and Howard for the Phillies. We're tied at 2. Boa 1 for 2 with a double. Pitch from Williams. Cutter in there for a called strike. Here's the delivery. Cutter misses up high, 1-1. Here's the pitch from Williams. Yanked down to first. Low liner. Clark snares it before it hits the dirt. And Bo is retired, 1 away. So here's sliding Billy Hamilton. Hamilton 0 for 2. Again, Hamilton fighting for the batting title. Though it's still, we haven't even reached the midway point of the season yet. But him and Zach Wheat having a duel in the National League. Fly ball out to left. Klesko comes on, puts it away for out number 2. Here you see Zach Wheat, 396, Billy Hamilton, 386. Both guys had cooled off a little bit for a couple of weeks and now right back up there in the high 3s. Klesko, who should fall out of that soon due to plate appearances. Johnny Mize, 4th. Matt Holliday, 5th in the National League. National League home run race, Johnny Mize has been red hot for the Cardinals. He's now tied Willie Mays atop the leaderboard with 25. Larry Walker has 24. Bob Horner of the Braves with 23. And Willie Stargell of the Pirates with 22. 1-1 count here to Howard. Fastball misses inside. RBI leaders, Walker with 67, Mays with 64, Mize with 63. The Padres' Nate Colbert with 58. And Willie Stargell with 55, rounding out your top 5. Two down, 3-1 count. Williams working to Howard. Here in the top of the 6th. Howard rips this one to second. Roberts knocks it down. Recovers, throws to first. Nice play, Biff Roberts. And the side is retired. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. We've got a good one going here. Phillies and Padres tied at 2. Stepping in, here's Nate Colbert. Colbert 1 for 1. That one hit. Solo shot, his 22nd of the season, back in the 4th inning. Ben Sanders starts the 6th here. Sanders at 78 pitches. Pitch count, not too much of a concern for Sanders, though. Nate Colbert currently sits second in the All-Star voting among first basemen in the National League, behind Johnny Mize of the Cardinals. There's a shot down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Colbert, it's cut off quickly, and Colbert's going to hold with a base hit. They were playing him to pull. So Maddox gets to that ball quickly and holds Colbert with a single. The outfield was playing him to pull, the infield playing him pretty much straight up. So here's Jack Clark. Clark 0 for 2. Fastball, high and inside, but they call that a strike. Much to the dismay of Mr. Clark. 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside. 1-1. Changeup misses down low. So Sanders behind Clark 2-1 here. Pitch from Sanders. Popped up, foul territory. Howard giving chase. He'll have room. Puts it away, and there's one down. So with one away, here's Will Venable. Venable 1 for 2. Singled back in the second. Sanders throws over to first. Colbert's not going anywhere, though. Just trying to catch him, perhaps trying to cheat off the bag a little bit. Delivery from Sanders. Off the outside corner for a ball. Curveball. In there for a called strike, 1-1. Moose Haas, 8 scoreless innings for the Brewers in the losing effort against the Blue Jays, 1-0 in extra innings. I apologize, I said before, I think I said David Cohn got the win for the Mets. It was Zach Wheeler starting today. Changeup, swung on and missed. And Venable will take a slow walk back to the Padres dugout. Terrific pitch there from Sanders. So here's Terry Kennedy, 2 down, man on first. Sanders deals. Kennedy fouls it back. Kennedy has grounded out twice. Average now at 269 on the season. Pitch from Sanders. Changeup, misses down low. 1-1. Sanders. Listen, runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here's Kennedy. Slow roller to second. Samuel takes his time. Kennedy busts it down, and Howard is pulled off the bag, and Kennedy's safe. So Samuel played that extremely casually. And Kennedy was busting it down the line, and Samuel suddenly realized he had to rush it, and he pulled Howard off the bag. So now we'll see if the Padres can capitalize on the error from Samuel. This one, a line down the right field line, but foul. First and second, 2 outs. Grisham 1 for 2. There's the pitch. Shot out into left. Maddox right there, though. Puts it away. And the side is retired. Juan Samuel is probably going to be on the receiving end of an unwelcome conversation in the Phillies dugout, but it doesn't cost them. We head to the top of the 7th. Phillies and Padres tied at 2. Here's Sherry McGee. McGee 1 for 2. He doubled back in the 4th. Woody Williams has been solid here. His best start of the season. We mentioned the ERA up over 6. He had struggled mightily to this point. Here's a shot into the gap out in right center. That's going to be extra bases. Cut off, but McGee will pull into second with his second double of the game. His 20th double of the season, and the Phillies have the leadoff man in scoring position here to start off the 7th inning. Driven into the gap. So they let Williams start the inning, but that's going to be it for him. That run would be charged to Williams, of course. But a solid outing from Williams. Padres fans stuck by Williams in what's been a rough year. Gives them a nice tip of the cap there. So here's Chris Young. Young 3-6. The tall, lanky right-hander. 6.13 earned run average. Seeing a lot of high ERAs with this Padres staff. They have been pretty much abysmal with the exception of Matt Latos and closer Trevor Hoffman. Young dealing to Dalton. I believe the Padres have the highest ERA in the entire FSBL. I'm not positive, but I believe that is the case. Count 0-1. Here to Dalton. High fly ball, foul down the right field line. Dalton only batting .217 with runners in scoring position. There's pitch, fouled off. Young delivers. Swung on and missed. So Dalton goes down swinging for the first out. Young goes fastball away, fastball high, fastball low. Then goes high again. So he stayed with the, for him, relatively hard stuff. Young not breaking 90 there. But it gets the job done. Dalton sits. Here's Samuel. Runner goes. Throw down to third. Not in time. Stolen base. Sherry McGee. They saw something there that they liked. Aggressive running from McGee. His 8th stolen base of the year. So now he's only 90 feet away from giving the Phillies the lead. Fastball in there for a called strike. One the count. McGee on third as the lead run. Fastball at the letter. Samuel not happy about that, but it's a strike. Gives it 1-2 count. Luke Gregerson, Gary Lucas both throwing in the Padres bullpen. Young delivers. Samuel, ground ball up the middle with the drawn in infield. That's a base hit, and the Phillies take a 3-2 lead. So Samuel, who made the terrible error in the bottom of the 6th. Terrible because it was an error of laziness rather than just plain ability. But he makes up for it, makes amends here with an RBI single, and the Phillies lead it 3-2. Pitch out. Samuel goes. Good strong throw from Kennedy, and Samuel is gunned down. Samuel, little bit of a slow jump. Kennedy got a good pitch to handle on the pitch out. Exactly where he wanted it. He got that ball out of the glove pretty quickly, and Samuel goes down. So it's 2 down, 1-0 count. Here for Gary Maddox. Maddox 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch from Young. Down in the dirt. 2-1. Here's the pitch from Young. Shot down the right field line, just foul. Young delivers. Foul back. Two-two offering. Fastball off the outside corner. Count goes full. Jimmy Rollins waits in the on-deck circle. Rollins with the big 2-run home run earlier on in this game. Back in the third. Shot to left. Going back on it. Klesko, he's there. Puts it away, and the side's retired. But Juan Samuel comes through with the clutch RBI single to give the Phillies the lead. Bottom of the seventh, 3-2 Phillies. So that, if things hold, would put Woody Williams on the short end of the ledger. Unfortunately for him, as Williams was very solid today in what has been a very difficult season for him. So here's Gary Templeton to lead things off. Ryan Madsen, Dutch Ulrich throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Here's the pitch from Sanders. Popped up, down the left field line, going towards the stands. Nobody will have it play. We'll see how long Sanders goes. Sanders at 96 pitches here in the bottom of the seventh. Fastball, up high, 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Samuel on the backhand. Turns, throws. Not going to get Templeton on that one. That one wasn't Samuel's fault, but not hit that hard. Up the middle on the backhand. Gary Templeton, particularly batting left-handed, just too fast to make that play on. So San Diego has speed on the bases now. As Templeton reaches on the infield single. And that's going to be it for Ben Sanders. So Sanders goes into the seventh, but the Phillies are going to turn this over to the pen now. Good work from Sanders on the day. Here's Dutch Ulrich. 1-2, 4.15 earned run average. Despite being a righty, Ulrich has been good against lefties. Terrible against righties to this point. This is his 21st appearance of the season. Here's Bip Roberts. Roberts 2 for 3. Throw over to first. Templeton dives back in safely. A half-hearted tag applied by Ryan Howard. Cubs beat the Cardinals 5-4, so the Cubs will close the deficit there in the NL Central to 1.5 games. Fastball in there for a called strike. The Padres would love to see Bip Roberts get going. They certainly expect more out of him than 227. Breaking ball. Knuckleball, I should say, from Ulrich. In there for a call strike. So he's ahead of Roberts 0-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. No chance to get Templeton there. One of the limitations of a knuckleball pitcher. Easy to steal on if you can get some speed on the paths against him. So Templeton now at second. There's nobody out. Templeton's the tying run. 1-2 here as Ulrich works to Roberts. Roberts pops this one up. Shallow left. Rollins out onto the grass. Calls it and makes the play for the first out. So one down. Here's Mark Loretta. And Phillies lead the Padres 3-2 here. One out, bottom of the seventh. Gary Templeton on second as the potential tying run. Fly ball out to right. Sherry McGee underneath it. Templeton at second. No reason for him to tag, as Templeton would score on a single. So he'll hold at second. So now it's up to Ryan Klesko. Klesko 0 for 2, sacrifice fly and an RBI. Ulrich looks in. Deals. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Ulrich deals again. Goes up high. Klesko watches it. Count gets even at 1 apiece. Pitch from Ulrich. Fly ball. Left field. Maddox underneath it. Puts it away and the side is retired. So Ulrich works out of the trouble. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Padres still trail the Phillies 3-2. So Chris Young stays on for the Padres. He'll work here to Jimmy Rollins. Count 0-2. 42,724 in attendance here in San Diego. Good crowd for the Padres, despite the fact that they've been terrible. Fastball misses down low, 2-2 to count. Young looks in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Templeton ranging to his left. Nice pick. Throw to first, and he gets the speedy Rollins. Nice play there, Gary Templeton. Had to range and had no time to lollygag on that one. But he gets Rollins and gets him comfortably, and J-Roll was moving down the line. So nicely done by Templeton. 1 down. Here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn 0 for 3. Takes a called strike there. Pitch from Young. Ashburn slashes it down the left field line. That could be trouble if it falls in. Cut off nicely, though, by Klesko. Just inside the line, but Ashburn will be held to a single. Again, Ashburn being played to hit the opposite way, so Klesko also got a good read on that ball. So here's Larry Boa. Boa 1 for 3. He's got a double. Here's the pitch. Slider misses down low, 1-0. Throw over to first. Ashburn gets back. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gregerson and Greg Harris throwing in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. At the knees. Strike there. 1-2. Young trying to get Boa maybe to chase something there. Fastball misses off the corner. 2-2 to count. Another throw over. Throw a little high, but Clark snags it. Ashburn back in comfortably. Here's the pitch. Down the left field line. Slicing foul. Count stays at 2-2. Fastball at the letters. Boa can't believe that one was rung up. But Boa will go grab a seat. Young gets the high strike call, and that's the second out of the inning. That was high, borderline, and outside borderline. So 2 down, runner still on first. Here's Billy Hamilton. Fastball in there for a called strike. Young deals. Slider. That one misses down low. Young wondering where that pitch was. So the ump giveth, the ump taketh away. 2 down, man on first, 1-1 the count. Pitch from Young. High fastball, call for a strike there, 1-2. Chris Young trying to keep this a 1-run game. That one shot down the right field line, but foul. Here's the pitch dunked out in the center field. Coming on, they're not going to get it. Falls in for a base hit. Had to be played on the hop. A little bit surprising that the runner wasn't able to advance further there. So Hamilton is on with the hit, though. First and second. Now here comes Ryan Howard. Howard 0 for 3. An insurance run on second base would be much appreciated. Howard grounded out and struck out twice. Young delivers. Fastball, called strike, 1-1. Young, a tall 6'10" right-hander. Shot by Howard. In the hole. That's a base hit. Runner being waved around. Here comes the throw home from Klesko. Throw is offline. Run will score. Ashburn comes around, and the Phillies take a 4-2 lead on the RBI single from Ryan Howard. Young went low, and Howard shot it through the hole. On-target throw might have gotten him, but Klesko's throw a little bit up the first baseline. So here's Sherry McGee. 4-2 Phillies here in the top of the 8th. That one misses for a ball. Pitch, fly ball, center field. Grisham right there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But Ryan Howard comes through with the big single to give the Phillies the insurance run. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead the Padres 4-2. So here's Ryan Madsen coming on for the Phillies to work the 8th. Madsen on the year, 1-1, a 3.24 earned run average. This is appearance number 18 for Madsen. He will face Nate Colbert. Well, Colbert can no longer damage them with a home run here. I gotta get that elbow guard off of Nate Colbert. I just noticed that. So that insurance run is big. Pitch from Madsen. First pitch, fastball in there for a called strike. Madsen deals. Colbert fouls it back. 0-2. Colbert, deep drive, left field. Well, that's why that insurance run mattered, folks. Nate Colbert, his second home run of the game, Number 23 on the season for him. And the Padres back within a run. So Colbert greets Ryan Madson in very rude fashion. Jumping all over that pitch, and the Padres cut the deficit to 4-3. Launched down the line in left. Right at the back of the first deck, almost a second deck shot from Colbert. And the Phillies lead cut to 4-3. Here's Jack Clark. Clark, line shot in the center. That's going to be a base hit. So Madson not providing much relief at the moment. That was an outside pitch off the plate, and Clark, known for having a pretty good eye, goes out of the strike zone to get that one and ropes it into center. So man on first, nobody out, bottom of the eighth. Phillies lead the Padres 4-3. Will Venable 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, this could be 2. 4, 6, 3 double play. And boy, did Madson need that. Samuel to Rollins to Howard. Runner is erased. 2 down. And that'll bring up Terry Kennedy with nobody on the pond. Well, that sucked the life out of this place. So now Madson, with 2 outs and the bases empty, can deal with Kennedy. Fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. That one misses down low. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, 1-2. Madson looks in. Gets his sign from Dalton. Here's the pitch. Kennedy fouls another one off. We'll see who pitches the ninth for the Padres. Here's the pitch. Madson fans Kennedy to end the eighth. Stupid uniform glitch, whatever. But Nate Colbert's second home run of the game, his 23rd of the season, brings the Padres back within 1. We head to the top of the ninth. Phillies lead the Padres 4-3. So here's Darren Dalton. Dalton 0 for 3. Chris Young stays on for the Padres. A little bit surprised. Fastball misses 1-0. Here's the pitch from Young. Fouled off, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. So Young gets that high strike call. Crowd on San Diego on their feet here. Young misses inside, 2-2. Look at the A's. The A's 12 games up on the Angels in the AL West. Dalton pops this one up on the infield. Clark underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Juan Samuel.
So Juan Samuel, who gave the Phillies the lead with the RBI single back in the 7th, Back when this was a 2-2 game, he gave them the 3-2 lead. Phillies then got an insurance run before Nate Colbert's second home run of the game. Made it 4-3, which is where we stand now. Pitch from Young. Down the third base line, but foul. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Foul back. So 1-2 here as Young works to Samwell. Just off the outside corner, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Misses low and away, 3-2. Young delivers, swung on and missed. Samwell goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. So 2 down now here in the top of the ninth. Here comes Gary Maddox. Maddox hitless on the day. First pitch called, strike up high, 0-1. Here's the delivery, misses down and in, 1-1 the count. Pitch from Young. Swung on and missed. Good slider there. Now he's ahead of Maddox 1-2. That one misses up and in. 2-2 the count. Two-two delivery from Young. Fly ball out to right field. Long run for Venable. Lays out. Can't come up with it. It gets past him and it's going to the wall. Venable chasing it down near the track. Maddox is around seconding for third. Maddox comes around third. Here comes the relay home. Trying to make the Padres make a play, and they do. Maddox going for the inside to Parker is gunned down. Questionable. I can understand the logic a bit, but that throw was coming in from Venable before Maddox had even reached third. So a bit over-aggressive there on the part of the Phillies. This game stays 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's Hector Neris. Neris 15 saves and 16 opportunities on the year, a 4.11 earned run average. Here's Trent Grisham. Grisham has a hit on the day. Neris looks in. Swung on and missed. Counts 1-1. Pitch from Neris. On the outside corner, 1-2. Grisham did not like that one. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. So Grisham still griping, I think, about that second strike. But he goes down looking. Neris fans the first batter of the ninth here as he attempts to close out this win for the Phillies. So here's Gary Templeton. First pitch from Neris misses up high. Templeton takes a couple of swings, twirls the bat. Neris deals. Fastball up high again, 2-0. Neris tries to get himself set. Templeton's ready. Neris deals. That one's in there for a strike. Templeton clearly taking there with the count 2-0. They would love to get Templeton's speed back on the bases. Oh, but that's not going to happen with that swing. Neris down and in on him, and Templeton goes chasing it anyway. 2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Misses up high. Count goes full. Bip Roberts waits on deck for San Diego. Pitch from Neris. Templeton down the first base line, but foul. Howard picked it, but it was outside the bag. So the count's still full, 1 out. Templeton goes the other way and fouls it off. So Templeton hanging in. Neris will have to deal again. Here's the pitch. Templeton ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit for Gary Templeton. So a 1-out single for Templeton, his second hit of the game. And the Padres have the tying run on base in the form of Gary Templeton. So we'll see if Templeton gets a green light here. Here's Bip Roberts. Roberts, couple hits on the day. Neris delivers. In there for a called strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch off the plate, 1-1 the count. Templeton gets his lead. Fastball misses up high, 2-1. It's a dangerous spot to send Templeton, but still, you can understand the logic of it. He runs well, would get the tying run into scoring position. Throw over. Neris is aware of Templeton's opportunity to steal as well, trying to hold him close. 2-1 the count, 4-3 Phillies. Roberts chases one down in the dirt, and that makes it a 2-2 count. Neris sets. Here's the pitch. Roberts ground ball, base hit through the right-hand side. McGee comes up throwing. Templeton will hold up at second. But Roberts with the single, and now it's first and second. The tying run is on second base. And that will bring up Mark Loretta. Loretta 0 for 4. Fastball in the dirt. Neris looks in. Saws him off. Tapper back to the mound. Flip to first. They get Loretta. The runners move up to second and third. 2 away, and now we're going to see what happens here with Neris set to face Ryan Klesko. Klesko, as we've mentioned, has killed right-handed pitching all season. There is the base open at first to walk him to create the force. But if you do that, you're going to bring up Nate Colbert, who has 2 home runs on the day. Phillies will elect to walk Klesko. So the bases are loaded. Nate Colbert, 2 home runs in this one. Needless to say, a third homer here would send this crowd into hysterics, but they'll take a single. Single probably walks it off. Templeton on third, Roberts on second. Colbert only batting .216 with runners in scoring position, despite his lofty RBI total that has him among the league leaders. First pitch strike, second pitch strike. So Neris, good job here to get ahead of Colbert 0-2. Now he's got a little bit of room to work. You can now try to get Colbert to chase something. Breaking ball away, he does. Colbert doesn't bite. Slider well out of the zone, 1-2. Harris gets the sign from Dalton. Colbert, high fly ball to right. It's deep. It looks like it'll stay in the park, though. McGee, on the edge of the track, puts it away. The ball game is over, and the Phillies hold on for the 4-3 win here in San Diego. Good game here at the Murph. Out here in the land of the Padres. Phillies come in, get the win, 4-3. Ben Sanders improves to 8-3. Woody Williams, a tough luck loser today. He falls to 2-7. Neris picks up his 16th save. 2-run homer for Jimmy Rollins. Pair of home runs for Nate Colbert for the Padres in the losing effort. So the Padres' struggles continue. The Phillies remain in the hunt in the NL East. If the season was to end today, the Phillies would be a wild card team. Of course, the season doesn't end today. Final line score, Phillies 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. San Diego 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Again, Sanders with the win, 6 innings, allowed 2 runs. Struck out 5, walked 1, allowed 7 hits. Woody Williams, 6 innings of 3-run ball. He only allowed 4 hits and 1 walk. Struck out 5 in the losing effort. Sherry McGee gets player of the game honors. Guess since the Phillies got the win there. 2 for 4, a pair of doubles. Curious decision. But we'll allow it. Why not? Again, J-Roll with the homer. Colbert with 2. And that wraps it up. If you're the Padres, you like seeing a little bit of life out of the bat of Bip Roberts atop that order. Again, Roberts, you're counting on to be about a 300 hitter. He came in this game batting .222. But 3 hits for him today. Templeton, who got out of a 1 for 24 slump with a hit yesterday, 2 more hits today. So Padres hoping that they can at least start to show some signs of progress as this season goes, even though they are not going to get themselves into contention by any means. So that will wrap up this broadcast. That will end the series of broadcasts for June in year 1 here of the FSBL. I will again sim to July 1st. We will post standings, updated stories, leaderboards, team statistics, and the results of the draft. Again, the 5 players who will come in for each franchise next year, 4 players from their history plus 1 Negro Leaguer. I did a video of that broadcast, of that draft, a little bit more than a week ago. You can check that out here on the channel. Most importantly, though, guys, thank you as always for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't as of yet. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. Philadelphia comes into San Diego and gets the 4-3 win.